2020s. And they're still rolling along.
And meanwhile, what a turnaround for the Giants. Try these numbers on for size CD. 6-10, 6-10, 11-5, 3-13, 5-11, 4-12. That's the last 6 seasons in New York. But now here they are, champions of the NFC, looking for their 5th ever Super Bowl title.
And when you roll out records like that, 5 out of the last 6 years being losing seasons for them, you would think it'd been forever since the Giants had gotten to the Super Bowl. Remember, they won Super Bowls 42 and 46, both against New England, both in upsets. Could they be that team of destiny one more time?
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Jones pass. Intercepted.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He'll get this underneath to Michel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10. At their own 25.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
To throw again. Jones dancing to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
1st and 10.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
25-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
That's good.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants, nothing.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal. As some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the Patriots' 2-yard line.
Now Jones, forced out to his left. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
At their own 25-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Newton on third down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 50, Newton being going to use his legs. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he's got some space here. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily...
Oh, they will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Giants have taken the lead.
Graham Gano on
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
On the return, it's Taylor. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And that'll be it, complete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
What's up, man?
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Demir Bird, 30 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Rolling to his right to Michelle on the screen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Jones now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ballgame. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated. Ready to go for the second half.
14.
Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle. And we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
6-yard pickup brings up
play action. It's Newton.
At the 34-yard line.
He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by Darnay Holmes. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
They fake the give. Newton.
The Giants' 32-yard line.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Out of the gun, Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Demir Bird, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They just yielded a touchdown on the other end. Now they'll be trying to answer the bell and get a score of their own.
It's their opportunity to match. Can they do exactly what they just saw happen to them? Go down the field.
It got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 45 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like the ball popped in the air and intercepted.
It's over.
Picked up by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection.
As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, 33 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we'll leave it. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
3 more yards.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Giants 14.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Finds his tight end Ingram. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. The goal for any offense versus his own defense.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Throwing, Jones steps away to his left. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
Just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They start the drive with White. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Newton looking for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep. He's got a man, complete.
One play
And
at a
he will
time.
take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
8 yards on the
Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, Michel. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So now Jones and the Giants down by 5. 1:46 to go. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
33-yard line.
He's back to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards, a 1st down. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
And 2 big plays. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over first.
So now all eyes on the Patriots, trailing by 3 after the touchdown and two-point conversion. A little over 50 seconds remaining. Sliding out of the pocket. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Newton. Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They snap it to Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
10 yards.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
37-yard line.
They'll run with Michelle. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime.
Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown to win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. 3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets... this deep into Patriot territory. A huge play there in overtime, and even 50 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
4th down.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They keep it on the ground. White again. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now Newton with his first throw in OT. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out right at the 35. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He's going to look deep for Edelman. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. And when this moment comes,